One of the things that's most intriguing about Atlanta and Black history is that right here, within 2 miles of Georgia State University, you have more African-American public history than probably any other place in the United States. Here on campus, on the corner of Cortland and Auburn Avenue, where now Centennial Hall sits, is actually hallowed ground in terms of Atlanta and African-American history. So it's a national kind of conversation. When William Tecumseh Sherman marched to the sea and came across the South, and his job was to tear up the American South, to break the South's back. When he burns down Atlanta, the federal troops stay in Atlanta on that corner of what is now Auburn Avenue and Cortland. And it's one of the first places across the American South where newly freed African descended people actually had equal protection and due process under the law, citizenship, or some kind of protection under the law before the actual passage of the 14th Amendment. Number 2, Maynard Jackson Jr., when he decides to run as mayor, he basically ticked off all of the Black kingmakers in the city because it was perceived as if he had not paid his dues. And one of the things that he understands about Atlanta is that there was a new group of African Americans and a swelling group of white progressives that understood a context that is extremely important on how we understand Atlanta. So it's Maynard Jackson's idea of economic inclusion for Black people that really situates Atlanta in a larger kind of conversation as a Black Mecca. The idea of the Black Mecca exists before Maynard Jackson, but he actually is the one to really push that thought, building the airport in MARTA, working on police brutality, and allowing for the neighborhood planning units to be a part of all of the development of the city. The number 3 tidbit on Atlanta's history is the fact that when Maynard Jackson got into power, one of the things that he wanted to situate is he wanted expressive culture to buttress or support the political power that was seen in Atlanta. And so in order to do this, Maynard Jackson creates the Bureau of Cultural Affairs in 1974. But what also is unique is that one of his family members, his first wife, Bunny Jackson Ransom, was instrumental in using aspects of the Bureau of Cultural Affairs and was able to situate long-standing musical groups that made major impacts on Atlanta. Some of them are the SOS Band. And so what we really begin to see is that this notoriety of Atlanta as this new Motown of the South that we now understand, the major cultural export of Atlanta is Southern hip hop music, that is hinged back to Maynard Jackson and the creation of the Bureau of Cultural Affairs.